Building on the lecture, verses coming daily under pressure. Working on the plot and the scheme. The true style trademark is at the edge of your dreams. I'm talking one shot for the kill. The breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking taking over pieces and shares. A bomb break sky high. Check the movement is here. Yeah. It's one heart, one shot. Now the future is yours. Go. Turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the bars in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover with the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the go. There's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, it's one.
Two cutters through the middle. Ardia for three.
Namaste and welcome to King's Birthday Tournament KBT, the New Zealand Indian National Hockey Tournament, formerly QBT, hosted by NZISA and the Wellington Indian Sports Club. We're coming to you live from NHS here in Wellington and on the long weekend Monday here. It's an overcast day, the wind is up, but the rain has stayed away so far, and it's finals day here at KBT 2023. I'm joined in commentary by Seedal Patel. Seedal, the Pukako women's captain, NZI manager from last year's Heritage Hockey Tournament. Thanks for joining us in commentary. Welcome. Big game out here.
Yeah, definitely a big game. Bay of Plenty have got to win this outright to get that bonus point, and Harbour's just got to defend them and keep the goals down. Yeah,
so it is. It's not technically a final. It's our women's final pool match. No finals for the women this year with 5 teams. But the way things have strung out, it's pretty much a final now with Bay of Plenty, as you mentioned, needing the 2-goal win to take things away from North Harbour. Anything else good for the ladies in white. And as we take a look at the lineups here, the North Harbour side, there's names all the way through it. Players I've caught up with through the week. Of course, Rishi Curry, Devi in there. Navina Hira's been really good at the back for them in her minutes on. Misha Tatley, we know her skill and expertise. But also Monica Patel's been really good up the front, putting pressure on, scoring goals for the North Harbour side. We mentioned Navina, excellent at the back. The Bay Plenty side, they're solid as well. Of course, we've not got Uri Wahepi out there today for the team. Juhi Fitzwalter as well succumbed to an injury, so they'll be relying on the Wepa sisters, the likes of Manjot Lal, Shinisia Gowden, and just their go forward up front. Shenny, she's a phenomenal goal scorer when she's got space. So, and like we said, Bay Plenty need the 2-goal buffer to take the title here and get their 3rd in a row. They are the defending champions. North Harbour, anything other than that 2-goal win will be good for them. Seats, how do you see this one playing out this morning?
Yes, it'll be tough for Bay Plenty without having Uri Wahepi, but they do have a lot of classy players there that will be able to hold it out. I guess they're just going to be clinical and find Shansia up the top for her to sink it in. Yeah,
and a little error there early doors for the Bay Plenty team. So Harbour, they'll have the first attack up in that right passage. Our umpires for today, Christopher Hill and Gareth Locke, well, they're out there in the wet weather jackets. Hopefully we don't see the same weather that came down on you guys' game yesterday, Cedal.
Yeah, almost had to go play water hockey at one point.
Yeah, look, they had to trade the turf shoes for gumboots. Here's an opportunity here, North Harbour. Have a quick little chat about it. Paper, scissors, rock. Oh, big winners from that paper, scissors, rock. North Harbour there. Penalty corner in the end. Good to see the umpires there just having a bit of a conversation with each other. And penalty corner there for North Harbour. So first opportunity here from the set piece will go the way of North Harbour. One thing I forgot to mention in the lead up, and how could you, is how good the goalkeeping work for Bay Plenty.
Yeah, definitely. That was one of our things talking pre-tournament, is that you got to look out for Kashona. She will come out at you and she will let you know that she's there.
Yeah, she moves really well. Has had a good couple of campaigns now, both for Bay Plenty Indians and the NZI women. Really tough nut to crack at the back there. Another penalty corner called off the hit of Navina Hira. This one a little wayward. Tatley will take it, and Tatley will score. That's not how they drew it up. Penalty corner. Misha Tatley, she's getting the high fives there, and it's just made the job for Bay Plenty even tougher. Little miss on there, and it's just off the inside of the boot there of Kashona, inside the post there. It's one of those tough finals goals. They're not always the prettiest, but that one on the scoreboard for Harbour. And they're away again here is Monica Patel. Cedal, what does it do for the players on the field when you can score one real early in the game like that?
Oh, it just sets a precedence. Like for Harbour now, they can control the game because they're 1-0 up. There's not as much pressure for them to try and get that in. They can just settle it down, play their game, and keep going. Whereas Bay Plenty, they're going to have to, push that bit extra just to equalise it and get back into the playing field.
Yeah, that's it. And with this women's round robin, it's added a real interesting dynamic. Also with the bonus point in play as well. It's just how this game falls out. It's not exactly like a traditional final where straight shooting. Bay have to get up big. And Harbour, yeah, I know they won't sit on one goal, but they're certainly in the driver's seat here for the women's competition.
Yeah, especially quite good for Harbour, especially on the last day. Fatigue's going to set in, so being that 1 goal up is just going to be that little bit comfortable for them. But yeah, they're going to have to keep going if they want to secure it for themselves.
Oh, there she is.
So much.
Oh, she knows it. The name that's stuck around the world. Devi up there. We've got to make a special shout out to Dev. She was supposed to get her player of the match interview yesterday, but we ran out of time with everything that was happening on the turf with the weather. We'll catch up with her at some point where we can. Dev out there for North Harbour. Her classic move, the spin. You'd think players have cottoned on to it now, but no, she still gets it away.
She did tell me to not say that, but I did, so I'm like,
I think she's sick of it. She smiles every time I say it, but I think it's a fake smile. We just appreciate the skill.
Oh, absolutely. I think I got her once in our game, and I was just like, that's it, my job's done. I got you, it's okay.
Yeah. You got to read the scouting report on Devyani Soma. There's a big ball out of the back from Bad Plenty, picked up well by Stacey Wepper. And now free hit coming here for North Harbour, Misha Tatley. Big space there for Devyani Soma. Here it is. Eyes up, looking, trying to get past Jasmine Fitzwalter. And she'll win the free hit just on the edge. She'll take it quickly. Transfers there from Rishi. Krishma Kumar in a foot race. And she'll win it too. Good effort there from Gurleen Gill. Curry still going. Curry just runs out of space there on the baseline. Bad Plenty, they'll come back up for the 16-yard hit. Oh, big opportunity here. Oh, saved on the line. I think it was Vandana and Monica up there for North Harbour. It's not how to break a press, Seedle, rolling it to the centre striker.
Definitely not.
Certainly not something you'd do at the back there out on the field.
I mean, yesterday was did a couple of those, but, you know, good recovery. And
Yeah.
I think the waterlogged turf helped me out a little bit there.
Yeah. And how tough was it yesterday out on the almost the underwater hockey pitch during that game?
It's just so heavy. Girls did really well, and then, you know, you have to readjust your game, make it a short game, which is what we did, and did get a little bit scrappy in there, but they all did well.
Yeah.
Came out with a W, so happy with that.
Yeah, that's it. Always awesome to end your tournament with a win. Of course, your girls with the bye here this morning.
Yep.
So you get to enjoy finals day.
Yeah, social was a good night last night.
Yeah, I bet. No, I bet. Here's Navina Hira here on the ball. Oh, what a pass. But the free hit coming there for Bad Plenty. And talk to us about the experience and legend that is Navina Hira. She's something special.
Oh, just cool, calm and collected at the back. Like, we playing against them, driving it up there. Well, unfortunately, we just couldn't finish. But, you know, her at the back was just able to control the game and just keep it cool, calm and collected, which is awesome to watch.
Yeah, of course, she was the coach at the last Heritage campaign for the NZI women and out here with the Harbour team. But on attack, here comes Devyani Soma. The reverse stick pass won't get through. It's Michelle Wepper there. Just turn the ball over middle of the field here. Misha Tatley looking long. Trying to line up Saria out there. As we see just on the back fence there. Shout out to the camera team from Local Gecko Productions. Believe it or not, that's Mike Miller taking his third break for the day. And here's Bad Plenty. They'll come back up for the sideline hit. Stacey Wepper here on the ball. No, got to make a mention to the team, especially the outside camera crew all weekend. They've been battling the elements just as the players have up the scaffold towers and up the hill to bring you all of this coverage. So thank you to the team out here from LGP and of course the sponsorship and support from One Foundation, both of the live stream and of the tournament here, KBT 2023. And also make a special mention to Boulderama, Foursquare Awapuni, Just Hockey Newtown, Lambton Goods, Lion, Liquorland Miramar, Pack and Save Kilburnie, Paul Reddish Decorations, Shire's Fruit and Veggies, and Office Public House Bar for their support of NZISA and of Wellington Indian Sports Club, the hosts for this year's tournament. Here comes Rashika Chiba. Chiba, entry, ball there. Very nearly. It was Chasaria Kalidas up there for North Harbour. And Kashona equal to it, got down nice and low quickly to send that one out over the baseline. And Tatley with another attempt to try and play crash for Harbour. Interesting, Seedle. It's something actually Bad Plenty do quite well, is the crash ball into the circle. North Harbour trying to show that trick as well.
Oh, absolutely. Like, you're just going to hold your man in the circle and just not let them go. Otherwise, they will find them and just get those beautiful touches in.
Yeah, especially when you have good distributors like Rishi and Misha there for North Harbour. Equally on the other side, Stacey Wepper's been good at it for Bad Plenty. Usually they'd have Oriwa Hepi looking for them as well, but Gurleen Gill, another exponent of the long ball. Speaking of long, here is Shen Gowden. She can sniff a goal from anywhere. Shinasir still going. She's got Manjot Lal and Gurleen Gill. It's a 3-on-3. And you could probably have scripted it before it happened. Rishi Chiba there gets back, cleans up. Devyani Soma, out they come. North Harbour, first real wave for Bad Plenty, turned away by North Harbour.
Harbour definitely seem a lot more calmer on the ball, even moving it around as well, which is quite good to see. Again, that's probably helps with being 1-0 up.
Yeah, and both teams will be feeling the effects of fatigue here. Fourth game for the weekend. Fortunately, Bad Plenty, well, they dodged the rain game last night.
I think they rigged the draw there.
It's the joy of being the defending champions, I think. Seats, yeah. I'm sure nobody knew when that rain was coming.
Yeah, Pookie had some mixed feelings about the 2 games in 2 days.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think having the social night and being able to just go hard on that was quite good. So.
Yeah, and for those not down here, of course, the annual social held last night down in Kilburnie. So an opportunity for all the players and supporters and those involved in KBT to get around a meal and have a bit of a dance. Live DJ, I believe, last night. And Seedle, I heard you and the Pookie girls crawling back in at about 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh, yeah, no, cutting some shapes on the dance floor.
Yeah.
I think I got a little bit tired, so I had to, like, cut out early too.
Here we go. Harbour searching. Devyani Soma, big transfer. It's going to fall there. Cleaned up by Gurleen Gill. And that outlet will get down as far as halfway. Got to make special mention, of course, to the supporters here braving the elements out on the sideline. It's easy for us up in the commentary box, but the supporters have been out here all weekend. And look, not even when it's their own game. I can see a handful of the CD supporters still down there. Of course, there'll be celebrations in Dannyverk tonight after the CD boys got up in the men's B section final. This one here, North Harbour's, they're in the driver's seat at the moment. Bad Plenty, they're attempting to go for the three-peat, winners of the last 2 QBTs in the women's section. And Seedle, they've got a mountain of work to do if they're going to take this one.
Absolutely, but still only first quarter, you know, don't know what's going to happen. 3 more to go.
Yeah. What it will bring, you'd like to hope, is some pretty exciting hockey, if nothing else, in the back end of the game. Bad Plenty at some point are just going to have to go for everything here. You can see the coach, Gene Coates Reid, over the other side of the field, trying to get his players into the right zones, but they can't do it without the ball. Here's Rishi. Trying to link up. They'll keep it in there on the baseline. We'll come back to Chiba. That one's up off the stick of Stacey Wepper.
Yeah, Bad Plenty, we have to be very careful with Harbour and their quick balls. They will take it quickly and they will run you down. Similar to what Oriwa does when she's quick with the ball. But yeah, it's just got to be very careful with that.
Yeah, and special shout out, of course, to Oriwa. Usually would be here in the trenches with the Bay women, but unable to spend the whole weekend here in Wellington. So I'm sure she'll be, if not watching live, we'll watch it back at some point. Seedle told me off camera that she tackled you 14 times in the game.
I wish.
Earlier in the weekend, so you'll have to get it back next time. I
think I got it once and then that was about it, and then the next one was just a cop stripped the ball to the leg.
That's right, I do remember that. Here we go, Curry Kumar, bit of space on the right side. Krishma, entry. That one, though, is the foot there of Bhavisha Patel for Harbour. And Bad Plenty just unable to get out of their own end at the moment. A lot of pressure here coming from North Harbour. Pravisha again doing a bit of work around the edge of the circle. And really good to see Pookie women back again this year. Obviously not there in Christchurch, but good to be back for your ladies, Cedar.
Yeah, absolutely. It was nice to get a team together and just hang out, which was quite cool. The team vibes this year was quite awesome, and everyone was there for each other. And yeah, good to get some of the young ones to come through now and have the older ones like Trishna showing her skill, showing them this is how it's done.
Yeah, there's a bit of a breakout here for Bay of Plenty. The weighted ball in for Gurleen Gill. Gill on a reverse stick. The delivery. Calm as anything there. Rashika Chiba just sees that one over the back line. Yeah, and one thing I'm looking forward to is in the next game seeing the Pookie faithful out in full support for the men's A final, which is sure to be a cracker, the crosstown battle. Pookie v Auckland, which we'll be bringing you live. But before then, we've still got 3 more quarters left of this women's pool game. So we check out the One Foundation replay highlights. First penalty corner here. Fairly well defended, but they got a repeat for it. And then Misha Tatley, well, maybe a little bit fortunate for Harbour, but it's on the scoreboard. Devyani, well, she was in there doing Devyani things all quarter. Rishi, the same. This one very nearly an opportunity for them in front of goal. Bad Plenty, Seattle really struggled to get out of their own end.
Yeah, absolutely. They're sending those long balls, and unfortunately they're just giving it straight back to Harbour, so they just need to be a little bit more clinical, getting the ball out, working the ball out, as opposed to just trying to hit and hope.
Yeah, and I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to get to the other end of the field and let Shenny do her work, but they've got to just take 1 more, maybe 2 more passes to get that genuine ball down the other end of the field, I think. And look, exciting things happen when she's on the ball.
Yeah, definitely.
But they need to get it to her.
I think I told her in our game too. I was just like, man, bloody hell, still got it.
Yeah, that's it. You would have seen a fair bit of her in that game.
Told her to stop running because my little legs couldn't keep up with her.
And there we see the North Harbour team in their dugout there, trying to keep out of the wind more than anything. Paresh in there, well, he'll be barking away the orders. And Van Herrick will just do their own thing. And there's Jean Coates Reid. Look at that. That's good conversations there with the Bay ladies as well. Got a mountain of a job on their hands, of course. For those of you just joining us, they need a 2-goal buffer win if they're in chance of taking this one away from North Harbour. And with the 1-goal lead at the moment, North Harbour certainly in the driver's seat. No women's final as such this year, but this pretty close to a final. What do you think we might see or would hope to see? We mentioned a couple of things out of this back in it.
Definitely just the game a little bit. Let the ball do the work. Like we said earlier, fatigue is going to set in, or it's already set in. So using those long balls is not going to be as effective as normal.
Yeah, you're right. And similarly to what they just did there, it's only going to take the long ball will open up for them. It is still a big threat, but they have to move Navina around. If she's able to just sit on the hotline and pick up that ball, she's going to do it all day.
Yeah, and between her and Rashika, they've got to cut it.
Yeah, here's opportunity early for Harbour. Bouncing around there. And falls there to Devyani Soma. Drops off there for Tatley. Back to Soma. Inside again. Looking on, what a pass in. Showing off all her skills. Viviani just playing a little bit deeper in the field, both her and Curry. Usually we see them going up the front or an attacking midfield.
Talking to them during the game, actually, I think it was a PC, and I was just like,
yeah.
Not that I didn't mind. It mean I didn't have to go and chase them later.
Yeah. And just showing off all of their skill sets. Vandana. There. And they'll take that one. Here is Divyani Soma. That one from her there. And Bad Plenty, they'll take the free hit. So yeah, just look to see what their outlet option might be in the first quarter. This is just a little bit of movement to see what they can get out of this Harbour team. Tough one there to take, unfortunately, for Michelle Wepa. Pretty cool dynamic out here. We see Michelle with Stacey and Michaela out there. And also Poppy has popped up on the bench. Juhi and Jasmine's mum. Juhi not out there, but Jasmine out there. If she gets out on the field for Bad Plenty. A couple of mother-daughter combos there.
Definitely a family tournament.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And here down the line, we've got Manjot Lal.
Oh, special shout out to Manjot. She was our team doctor for a bit. We had a couple of broken fingers and, you know, it was straight to MJ.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking again of family, Dr. Lal and the Lal family, they're always keen supporters of Bad Plenty Indians hockey. Oh, lovely skill there, 3D, and the pass. Sets up an opportunity here for Kaisha, but tackled there, well cleaned up. Alicia. They win it back here, North Harbour. And the good thing is, it looks like, at least for now, the rain is going to stay at bay. North Harbour, they'll be stoked. They already had to do it once.
Yep.
Here comes Tamara Hepi. Again, another one of the group of family connections in this Bay team. Big ball. First to it. Shen's here. She's looking. She's trying to link up. There is Michaela Wepa. Has Tamara Hepi. Looking. Opportunity here. Shensia Gowden's in the circle. Well cleaned up in the end by Misha Tatley. And out they go. Well defended in the end there. A little bit messy on the way out there.
Good build of play for Bay of Plenty there. Just unlucky, but very well done by the Harbour team in cleaning that up. Just the composure at the back as well was really awesome to see.
Yeah, a little breakaway here for North Harbour. Just trying to get players up with the play. Here is Divyani Soma. She's going to have to get past Priya. Does so. Rashika Chiba. Rishi still going. That's a nice ball in. And just like you said, such good mobility there from Kashona. Able to see that one all the way over the back line. Vanika Kanji couldn't get to that.
I think my favourite was in Heritage. She's like, if a player's coming, I will go out. And sure enough, she went.
Yeah.
And then she still slid back and saved the goal.
She's here really seeing it well at the moment, Kashona. Here we go. There's the long ball. Picked out by Misha Tatley. Had to be done. Look at the wheels on Shenasia Gowden. Putting pressure on Divyani. She'll link back up with Tatley. And just like that, we've already got 5 minutes gone through this second quarter. The women's last pool match here between Bad Plenty and North Harbour. Bad Plenty, of course, the defending champions. North Harbour, well, they've got one hand on the trophy at this point. Here's Divyani. Curry. Some bit of space here. We'll get past Manjot Lal. Just happy to sit with the ball here. It's this North Harbour team. Rishi's going to have to pull this one in.
Quite smart by Harbour just to play with the ball and let the momentum build and then send it in.
Yeah, I think it's similar to what we saw from Central Districts once they'd scored their first goal. Just knowing that it's the other team that will have to force and make the mistake. They can be a little more composed with the ball, enjoy periods of possession, and you just consolidate their lead in different parts of the game. Here we go. Still going there. And just opts to link back up with the captain. That one's fallen there. Good save from Kashona. And the long ball, that one's going to get them a free hit just up on the 25-yard line. And Cedar, how did you enjoy being involved with the NZI women's side over Heritage Hockey this year?
It was actually pretty cool getting to know the girls. You know, I've only ever played against them, and just actually getting to know them, I guess, on a personal level was quite awesome. It was real good. So even coming down to this and seeing them here and just have a good chat and a good catch up, which is awesome to see. Yeah, and here's
Manjot delivering that one there through the circle of the North Harbour defence. Yeah, you talk about the connections and things. That's what I guess this tournament's all about. It's another opportunity to catch up with old friends and old foes as they are on the battlefield. Just making really good connections. Yes, Rashika Chiba looking long. Can't keep it in there. And they win it back here. Curry, a bit of space, goes long handle. Cut out well there.
Well read by Navina here.
Navina, yeah. We talk about some of the legends on the men's side, Yogeshari, Umish, Midish Patel, them sort of players. Navina, just like that, a class of her own. And so good to see her still involved in playing, and the experience she can give to some of these younger players. So crucial for their development.
Absolutely. Even with the Auckland team, the Nana sisters have come back. Yeah,
it was really good to see Alicia and Sharina out there in their game yesterday, despite them having to swim to play. But yeah, so good to see both of them.
I think at one point in our game, the ball went to Alicia Nana and she just held it, and you knew she had control of everyone's like, okay, she's got it.
Yeah, we've didn't quite see what happened there, but the penalty corner awarded to North Harbour. Looked like not a lot going on. We'll check the One Foundation replay there. Yeah, just missed it.
It doesn't look like she travelled 5.
Yeah, I think potentially the defender not 5 when they took the free hit there. So an opportunity here for North Harbour to double their lead. Remember, every goal that North Harbour score makes it even more difficult for Plenty to reclaim their title. We go out to Hera. The 1, there's the 2. That's just got away. Very nearly. I think it was Misha Tatley again down there on the baseline. And that's gone across the front of goal behind Kashona. Plenty, they'll breathe a sigh of relief there. That's a real opportunity missed by North Harbour, and just like that at the other end. Oh, Silky Devyani gets it back, but they win it again here, Plenty. I gotta tell you what, you just look at the 4 North Harbour players there in picture. Devyani Soma, Rashika Chiba, Misha Tatley, Navina Hera. Good luck taking any of them on.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a pretty solid group of players there. And look, no wonder they are in the driver's seat for this year's women's competition. Not to take anything away from the rest of their side. They've got quality right across the park. But when you can rattle off half the NZI women's side,
Yeah.
they're in pretty good shape here. And battling away in the middle of the field there. Win the free hit too, North Harbour. I think it was Monica there. Rishi, she'll take it quickly. Likes playing at pace. The entry there, Kaisha still there for Rishika. And just as a clearance as far as the sideline there. Bay of Plenty again under some real pressure here. At some point they're going to have to take some pretty big risks to get to the other end of the field. North Harbour, they'll be happy to keep playing down this end of the field. And Cedal, you'll know some of these players, they'll be pretty stoked if they can get this one over the line here, North Harbour. Wrestle it back off Bay of Plenty, have had a stranglehold on it for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a 2-year cycle. I think Pookie had it for 2 years, and then I'll add a little bit of extra because of COVID.
Yeah, right, of course. And 2 for the Bay.
2 for the Bay, and I think Harbour had it for a couple of years prior to that.
Yeah. Well, they'll be hoping to get it back in the trophy cabinet this year. Like we mentioned, they're well on their way as we close into the final 2 minutes here of the second quarter. Who are the players out here, Cedal, that have stood out to you most? I know I've probably mentioned them a few times, but is there anybody in particular that's really stood up and put their mark on this game?
Definitely Rashika for me. She just the composure in the middle and her drive and just going forward is really awesome. Her goal that she scored against us when we took our keeper off was phenomenal. Like, you couldn't even be mad about it. Like, really good. And just getting to know her and just, like, seeing how she plays, it just, I guess, makes a lot more sense to me now.
yeah, absolutely. It's a whole different ball game when you're down on there having to defend it. She just got a real good work rate. Here's Divyani Soma. Soma will have to get past Gurleen Gill. Little back and forth there. Here she is on the ball again. Rashika Chiba can't get past Michaela Wepper. The free hit though coming. Everything's just done at pace. Rishi, there'll be not many players that can keep up with her on the hockey field.
No. Even with Krishma Kumar.
Yep.
I think I only just kept up with her once, and then I'm gassed. I need to get subbed.
Yeah. Yeah, the speed's a real asset. Out here, of course, those players that have it are fortunate enough. This one down the sideline there, Gurleen Gill. And again, Bay Plenty will happily see the seconds tick off the clock here to half time. Both teams will, as the hooter sounds, and teams will jog in for their 5-minute break. And the Oranges at half time, Cedal, no change to that 1-0 scoreline.
No, I definitely think Bay Plenty were just unlucky there to concede a goal early on. They've done a fair bit of holding it out and attacking and just can't finish it, unfortunately. But, who knows? We've got 2 more quarters to go. Yeah,
that's it. Still a half of hockey here in this women's last pool match. There we see the Bay Plenty women. They'll go in. And as we know, they need to score at least 3 here to get up over North Harbour. As we see some of the highlights from the first half. Down to corner action early in the first quarter here. Repeat came for them. And this one is the goal. A little bit of pinball through the middle of the circle there. Unfortunate for Kashona. But they love it in North Harbour. Shikachiba, she's been solid in her delivery around the edge of the circle. And Bay Plenty just trying to find ways out of their own end. This is not the way to do it. Very nearly there for North Harbour. They've enjoyed the bulk of possession and of territory so far in this game. This one there, fantastic save by Kashona. It's Grishma working. That one was the penalty corner for not 5 there. We did see the full replay there. Not 5 on the challenge. And this penalty corner, well worked. They got the 1-2. But this one just got past Navina there. Hard to believe that one went across the goal without being touched in. We see some of the team up there in the pavilion.
Special shout out to Nine Finger Shan, one of our casualties of this weekend. Copped a ball to the stick. So she's only got her right hand to help her out.
Yeah, and there is the Bad Plenty team, of course, at KBT 2023, hosted by Wellington Indian Sports Club. Special thank you to One Foundation, the major sponsors of the live stream, but also the local sponsors here: Bowlerama, Foursquare, Awapuni, Just Hockey Newtown, Lambton Goods, Lion, Liquorland Miramar, Pack and Save Kilburnie, Paul Reddish Decorations, Shire's Fruit and Veggie, and Office Public House Bar. What a fantastic tournament it has been. We've enjoyed all of the weather components. We had a sunny first day, the rain on day 2, and now it's the wind's turn, and such as Wellington. So we see some of the Bay supporters up on the stands there. Cedal, North Harbour, they, like I said, they've got one hand on the trophy at the moment. What do they need to do to make sure that that one goes home with them north this year?
Just keep doing what they're doing, keep the composure, hold the ball. You know, Bay Plenty can't score if Harbour's got the ball, and just play around with it a little bit more and wait for those prime opportunities to send it in. If they start crash bashing it, then they will lose the possession. Yeah,
and it's something they've done really well already this half, is just knowing when to force the ball and when not to. They've had good periods of possession, and they know they're in the driver's seat. On the other side of things with Bad Plenty, they've got some work to do, and they've got 30 minutes now to, like I said, score at least 3 goals. There's Jean Coates Reid in the middle of their huddle. Dr. Karandeep Lal, he's there as well with his famous orange turban out there today. And as we see some of the results from earlier in the weekend, it was these Bad Plenty women. You know, I know you hate to see that one, Seats, up 2-0 on the first game of the first day. Big scorers, CD, they had a big opener, and the Wellington men, they got off to a good start late in day 1 as well. Through that first and second day, we also saw the first penalty shootout, which was won by Auckland women over Bay of Plenty, so their first loss. And then North Harbour, they put on a big performance against Wellington C out here on Turf 1. Then as we built into yesterday evening, CD again flexed their muscle over Waikato. Puki A, that's a big one for the boys in green over Auckland B. And then there you are at the bottom, Cedal, Puki 3-0, your win yesterday. And as we've gone through the back part, CD, close one, they won their semi-final. Wellington, that was how they got to the final. We had another shootout between the Puki boys and the local defending champions in the men's A. In Central Districts, we saw them win that final just previous to this, 2-0 over Wellington B. What a weekend it's been. There's been goals, there's been shootouts, there's been close games, there's been blowouts. What a KBT, and what a year it's been here in Wellington. Cedal, I'll be sad to see the back end of it. I always love getting to the tournament, and I can't believe we're going to have to wait a whole nother year to be back.
Absolutely,
for
yeah.
The next one.
But no, at least there was some food this year. I've got my hands on a butter chicken pie yesterday, and it just hit the spot.
Look, I've only heard rumours. I am yet to find one of these sumptuous butter chicken pies that everybody speaks about. Suresh, he had 3 of them yesterday.
Probably in between a jar too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and the crowd out here, they'll need a char today. It's pretty cold out on the sidelines, and we see a great start, Bad Plenty. Here we go, Shinsia Golden. Oh, and the composure there of Dev, Bjarni and Rashika there to clean up. Good intent here early from Bad Plenty. Like we said, they need to go, and they may as well go now. Here's the ball into the circle again.
Yeah, Bay Plenty has definitely come out with a hiss and a roar in this start of the second half.
Yeah, there's Navina. I don't know what it is. Maybe Seats, you need one, but it seems like all the gun players have a headband.
Yeah,
Yogs, Nidish, Navina. Oh, I'm sure I'm missing a load of them, but maybe it's headband season.
Must be. That's a miss a memo.
Yeah, I missed the memo too.
Maybe we would have won against Bay Plenty if we had headbands.
That's it. I think if a team comes out in full headbands, write them down. TAB has them $1. Here we go. Here's Bay Plenty again looking long. That one's not going to get where they want it. Cleaned up by Karishma, and she goes long down there to Jasira. Just working past Michelle Wepa. Good tackle there.
Definitely think Bay Plenty do need to shorten up their game just a little bit, get that couple of passes out, and then look for the long ball, because Shansia will hunt for it up at the top.
Yeah, and here's Karishma. A little bit of space here. She'll have to get past Manjot Lal. Oh, and unfortunately there for Jazz. And that one a little hard. Yeah, Jazz Fitzwalter just overran it there. And Priya here on the ball for Bay Plenty. That one, not quite falling for them.
Quick shout out to Local Gecko. A lot of people have been raving about the quality of their live streaming. I think we ended up going to KFC after our game, and we were going to come back and watch the boys, and it was like too windy, so I just jumped on the live stream and just munched down on a Zinger burger.
How good!
It's a good time.
Yeah. No, we love being here. Like I mentioned, it's one of our favourite events on the calendar. And I'm glad that people are enjoying it up and down the country, and from what I've heard overseas as well, people tuning into KBT 2023, so fantastic to allow that to happen. And this is our last game for the women. Lovely bit of skill there. Devyani Soma linking back up with Rashika Chiba. 1-2. Soma. Penalty corner. Penalty corner earned there. I think they deserve it from that build-up. That was fantastic as we see the One Foundation replay. Soma, skill, pass 1, pass 2, and that challenge there. Yeah, I think it's the right call. I know a lot of people will say, oh, she hit her stick, but I don't think the defender was actually making a play at the ball. She's just dangling her stick in there as stick obstruction, so small little detail there, but I think they got it right in the end. The umpires, so North Harbour, they'll have the PC. Tatley, she'll pull the ball out. Comes to Chiba. Chiba goes sweep it. Defended first. Soma turns. Kashona saves, and that's a great trap there, Priya.
Nice composure by Priya there, just waiting and then sending it out instead of just hitting it.
Yeah, and I think if she hadn't trapped it there, it was coming through, which could have been dangerous had it got any further.
Absolutely.
Here we go, Rishi in a bit of space, top of the circle. Beats 1, beats 2. Rashika Chiba! Goal! There it is! She adds to her tally, and we spoke about the goal she scored in an earlier game. Seedle, that one just as special from the captain. We see this One Foundation replay. Lovely transfer from Navina Hira. Gee, how these skills. This one, drag. That one, lift. And up off the boot there of Kashona. Rishi, she'll be pumped.
Just coming in at that pace and just can't stop it.
Yeah, and that doubles the lead now for North Harbour. 2-0, the numbers on the board. Well, talk about skill. Yeah. Linking up was her captain, Michaela Whipper. That one's going to beat everybody over the sideline. What skill is that from? She can go from defending on her own goal line at one end to putting on a sauce clinic up the other end and scoring the second goal.
I swear she's everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, she's one of those players that doesn't really have a position as such. She's just where she needs to be. And exactly where North Harbour needed her in this last women's match of the tournament. And we talked about Bad Plenty needing 3. Well, now they need 4. And they've run out of some time as well here. Midway through the 3rd quarter. North Harbour, they're doing everything right at the moment. And Seidel, I think you'd be a pretty brave bet to put any money on Bad Plenty from this far back now.
Yeah.
And you can never say it's all over. However, it's pretty hard to see how you break this North Harbour team down 4 times.
Absolutely, especially with fatigue and whatnot setting in. A lot of the girls look very tired. I'm already tired.
yeah, it's been such a still a quality game for
yeah.
4th game of the weekend for both these teams. And still going here at North Harbour. And again, just turning up a little bit of pressure here. Good skill and exit here. Michaela Wepper still going. And she'll win the free hit as well. Wepper looking. No easy options for her. She'll drop it off to Tamara. Still going. Tamara Hepi. Great skill there, Jazz Fitzwalter, to keep it in. A little bit of back and forth there. Smart there. Bavika. That entry, Shen. If anyone can score 4, it's her. We win the penalty corner for Bad Plenty. And just like Justin Bieber, who is often on the playlist here, never say never. Here is Bad Plenty, the One Foundation replay. We'll check this one out. The delivery from Tamara Hepi. Shen Gowden there. Just wears off the stick challenge of Devyani Soma. And penalty corner coming here for Bad Plenty. It's the first look of the Bad Plenty penalty corner for today as well, so be interesting to see what they have. Looks like Michaela Wepper at the top. Lays it off to Sister Stacey. That one's not going to get through Rashika the first time. And they'll defend it well there, North Harbour. Nothing at all troubling the goalkeeper there for Harbour. Bad Plenty, just a misfire on the corner. And I think that's probably summed up their day so far. Seidel just unable to fire that shot yet for the Bay. And here we go, Stacey Wepper. She's working hard. Priya, Tamara. But it's fallen there for Bavika. Still going. Here we go, Tamara Hepi. She's got her head up. She's got Jazz Fitzwalter with her. And that one's cut out by Misha Atley. I think maybe looking at that picture, if you don't have the headband, maybe it's the long sleeves that do it. Curry, Misha.
Or even rocking the grey stick.
Yeah, yeah. That's it. They're built for speed, I think. And if you're really cool, I think Nidish and Ishan, they roll the one sleeve. That must be the extra speed boost.
Nidish, Slim Shady, Suka.
Yeah, Slim Suka there. We'll see him a little bit later in the live stream. Here's Bad Plenty winning the free hit. I got to say, full credit to Manjot Lai. She's really worked hard here for this Bad Plenty women's side. Not a lot's gone their way this match, but she's tried as much as she can. And Michaela Wepper still working here in the midfield. Space here for Stacey Wepper. Tatley picked. Bit of pressure. They'll win the free hit in the middle of this field here. Misha Tatley, she'll take it on the roll. In fact, she'll go back and take it around halfway through. Navina Hira Wind getting up here at NHS. It's KBT 2023, brought to you, of course, by Wellington Indian Sports Club. And Seedle, what's happening up in the food tent today? Got anything left, or?
I would hope so, but might have to ask Esk.
Yes, man. He's rubbing his belly, full of char. Not the only thing he's full of. Anyway, here's North Harbour with the transfer. Just dump it off there, Devyani. Again showing her skill. In, out, finds the pass, gets it back. This is a nice build-up from North Harbour. That's not one of her finer moments, Devyani.
Should have stuck to the spinning top.
That's it. That's it. We didn't call her hitting so much. Here we go. Curry driving. Lovely skill there. The inside turn. Picks up the legs there of Jazz Fitzwalter. And out it goes. They can get it around. That's a nice transfer too. There's the entry. Beats everybody. And up into the corner. Out with that North Harbour. At the right end of the field. They've got 2.5 minutes left here in this third quarter.
That transfer of the ball is helping them out a lot. It opens up the game a lot more, and it can let them send the big crash ball through.
Yeah, it's real good skill to be able to move the ball across the midfield, especially helps having Navina Hera there. Speaking of midfield, here's Gurleen Gill. She's got a couple of players with her. She can make the right pass. That one picked up by Rashika Chiba and cleaned up again. Rishi's so solid at the back for the North Harbour team. Michelle Wepper here, looking long. Picked up by Devyani Soma. Yeah, nice little 3D skill there as well. And again here for North Harbour, second wave of attack just around the edge of the circle. Soma working, turning. There it is, the entry. And, oh, great save. And another one. And battered there. The applause from the sidelines here. We can see some of the next players starting to arrive. I'm sure they've been here for a little bit now, getting prepared for their game. Coming up, of course, next will be the men's A section final. The big one. Two
big
teams.
Dance, right?
Yeah, two teams fighting it out for the Diane Chan. And here we go, Bad Plenty. Rolling, Manjot Lal. Oh, little chip pass through there. Beats Hira, beats Garden, beats everybody over the back line. And Harbour, they've got ball at the back. Counting down the clock, knew that one. Devyani Soma went long handle. She knew the clock was expiring. And that hooter brings the end of our third quarter. Well in control here, North Harbour 2-0 up over Bay of Plenty. That is our last women's match for KBT 2023. This one not quite called a final, but yeah, again, those just joining us, Bay of Plenty, they needed to win this game by 2 or more goals to pick up the bonus point and take this one away from North Harbour. But well in control through 3 quarters here. The North Harbour team, they got 15 minutes to get through to a championship. As we see the One Foundation highlights from earlier in the game. There's been a couple opportunities here for Bay of Plenty. They have been well covered up in the end there. I've got to say, massive props to the defensive work of the North Harbour players. This little bit of skill here Lovely execution from two of the stars of the Harbour side. Good defensive work initially there. A couple of shots sent away. Again, Kishona's been solid in goal. But as we see, you throw enough, something's going to come, and it's this bit of magic here from Rashika Chiba. It was actually a stick save or glove save she was trying to pull off there. Kishona. Chiba beats her to it. Here's Devyani Somar giving away a penalty corner. Bad Plenty couldn't quite pull this one off. Easy in the end there for Rashika Chiba. And I tell you what, you'll be getting your powers worth up on the hills today from the wind turbines.
You'd think Wellington would have more than one, right?
Oh, look, I tell you what, if they had two, they'd power the whole city with what we've got out today. It is a windy day. It is Wellington. We knew that coming down here, and it's played its part, but what it has also played is a fantastic host to KBT 2023. We had the social last night. We've had the food tents. We've had it all, and all we've got to do now is crown some champions. And one's going to come from this game. We've already put the trophy in the Danny Verk cupboard for the men's B section. Of course, Central District's coming out on top of that one earlier in the broadcast. You can go and watch that one live on the YouTube channels for NZISA and Local Gecko Productions if you want to relive some of the magic from CD, along with all of the games from this KBT Turf 1 over the weekend here. For our local fans, we've got one more game up here on Turf 1 after this match. 15 minutes remaining here in this women's round 5 game. Here's Krishna Kumar on the ball for Harbour. She'll win the free hit. So she's walked that one off pretty well there, Jazz Fitzwalter, but
Yep.
It's no easy feat when it's this cold.
Oh, definitely.
And you get knocked one on the ankle or one on the knee, and you're battling away.
It's just that extra hurt that cold brings.
Yep. Here we go. Long. Lal. Oh, no. It was right there for her. She didn't see a goal and perhaps got there quicker than she was expecting. And Misha Taylor was actually caught on the wrong side there.
Yeah.
Had she been able to receive it. And that's the start Bay Plenty need here. Here we go. Good turnover. Michelle Weber, but she's given it back there to Devyani Somar.
Oh, the reverse.
Yeah,
Spin.
yeah. Reverse spinning top that time.
Decides to mix it up, eh?
Yeah, I think after we called her a one-trick pony, she added to the repertoire.
Probably heard us and was just like, nah, that's it.
Here we go. Somar looking long. And she'll get it away here too. Lovely pass down the sideline.
I reckon Harbour can afford to just play around with the ball a little bit more and just save their legs and let those nice gaps come through and send it through.
Yeah, they'll love to just hold periods of possession here, starve Bay Plenty of their opportunities. Remembering that they need well, at least 4 goals now, Bay Plenty, in just over 12 minutes. I mean, as a hockey spectator, I'd love to see them go at it. You could see 4 goals here in 12 minutes be a heck of a finish.
Absolutely.
But Harbour there, like you said, just doing everything right at the moment. Avena Hera on the ball. Bit of space here for Aisha. Aisha Patel there. Full here for Manjot Lal. Still working. Lal v Rashika Chiba. She's really good at just changing the angle of her stick, keeping Rashika Chiba guessing with what play she's going with, but Avena Hera, pretty hard to trick her. And some space here for Harbour. That one's hit the leg there of Priya. And here's that transfer that's been so good for North Harbour. just across that midfield line. Here's Soma going around and around. Favourite song is Right Round by Flowrider. Here she is, Soma. Oh, very nearly. What an angle we saw of it here.
I think that song's on replay at her, at her work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good old Specsavers.
Yeah, shout out to the optometrists. There's exit here by Plenty. Jazz Fitzwalter, she'll pull it in. Make a special shout out to Jasmine's brother Gia Fitzwalter. Would usually be here playing KBT, but he's rehabbing an injury this season. Hopefully he'll be watching along this game. And hope we see you out here for the next one. Gia, here come North Harbour. Into the leg there of Tamara Hepi. Well worked there by Kaisha. And Seedle, at the it's the Indian Under 23 tournament. You got the women's section play a variation, fast fives, I think, recently. How's that been going? How is that different? What does that sort of element bring to the women's hockey for NZI?
Definitely makes it a bit faster. It does allow us to have, not try and scrounge around for 16 players and use more of our local girls as well. So it's pretty cool. It's nice. 23's tournament. Definitely when there's not as much young ones coming through.
As we see the One Foundation replay of this penalty corner, one here by North Harbour. Tatley first absolute dime here to Varnica, and just a stick challenge there from Michelle Wepper gives North Harbour the penalty corner. Yeah, so NZI of course running the under 23 tournament. The men, they still play full field. The women's section, they play fast fives, which is awesome. Yeah, able to get a few more teams together and play locals and grow the women's game. There's North Harbour. Out Navina Hira. Well trapped there by Stacey Wepper and worked away there. Priya Tapachetri still under a bit of pressure here. Priya. There's a foot race here. Devyani Soma wins that one. Oh, and put her on skates too. Soma. There we go. Working through the middle. There's a ton of pace. Yeah, there's Chisaria. Or Bavisha. It was Bavisha. Can't quite see the numbers with the hair there. Bavisha come through the middle. Here is Devyani. Working on Gurleen Gill. Gurleen will take it quickly, and she's away here. Gurleen Gill with some space. But cut out by Karishma. They've had an answer to everything here at North Harbour. Anything that Bad Plenty have tried or thrown at them, they've had the answer to.
Absolutely, yeah. But Harbour is definitely controlling this game and holding the ball, which is good for them. Unfortunate for Bad Plenty though.
Yeah, and as the minutes count down, we're under 7.5 now to play in this last women's match. North Harbour, they still hold the 2-0 lead. Goals to Misha Tatley and to Rashika Chiba. I don't know how often you get a women's game where the two central defenders are the goal scorers. Cedar, I didn't see your name on the scorecard.
I was too busy catching my breath down the other end, eh?
Yeah.
No, it's pretty awesome to see as a defender too. Normally we'll take the assist and we'll go, no, it actually started from us,
Yeah.
But no, it's awesome to see some defenders scoring the goals.
Yeah, especially a field goal too was Rishi's one. Penalty corner there for Misha Tatley. But the field goal for Rashika Chiba. So, yeah, awesome to have them both on the scorecard. There's the entry. There's the opportunity for Monica Patel. It hits the foot there. Vanika Kanji. And away come Bad Plenty, looking long.
Well picked up by Rishi, just reading those lines and just doing an awesome job.
Yeah, she's got herself in some really good spots. Yeah, in that back four group for North Harbour, they've been excellent. Oh, that's a risky one there. And that one is not going to fall for them. Here's Kaisha. She'll get another go at it there. Michaela Wepa does well to clean up Jazz Fitzwalter. Rolls it there for Manjot Lal, but again, Rishi getting in the way, cutting that one out. Five and a half minutes to play here. That one just chipped through a crowd. Free hit for North Harbour. And I think the engravers can probably start the job in the back room.
Yeah.
This one will fall the way of North Harbour. They've been fantastic all weekend. And another string to their bow here, this round 5 match. As they roll forward, they keep possession. Here we go, Curry linking up. Can't get onto that one. Big transfer on the back four, Bay of Plenty. Looking, searching, there's some pressure on here. Straight up the middle, it's a great pass. Finds Michaela Wepa and some skill. 1, 2, 3. She'll win the free hit as well. Still going here, Bay of Plenty. And it's just going to beat them all over the sideline. Cedal, what do you think the first celebration's going to be here for North Harbour? Who's jumping off the ground? Who's got the biggest celebration out of these girls?
Oh, that's a tough one. I would say Rishi, maybe Javiani, but I reckon they'll just be really cold and they'll just want to get off.
yeah, you're probably right. It'll be jackets first, celebration second, I think.
Be more in the changing room, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll celebrate accordingly. A little lifted pass into the circle here, cut out well. Bria still going, space in front of her. She's going to have to get past Rashika Chiba.
Curry would be there with the speaker.
Yeah, absolutely. Ball, Navina Hira. Oh. Couple of options in there for them. As we count down the final 3 minutes here of our women's match. I believe not only will North Harbour take the trophy home, they'll be able to defend it up there next year as well.
Yeah.
North Harbour, so look forward to that. Something the Wellington A men were unable to do this year, defend one at home. So it'll be up to their ladies to do it next year. Final few moments here of the match. We'll just be happy to see the clock count down here at North Harbour. Bay of Plenty, well, they know the result is probably too far away from them as well. So it's running on last legs here at both sides. You can see the fatigue really setting in.
Yeah, especially with those passes they're giving. Sometimes they're a bit bobbly and
Yeah.
doesn't quite get there for both teams. But yeah, if Harbour just hold the ball. Oh.
And one player who never looks like she's fatigued, Karish Makuma, gets up, gives her a hug. She knows it was nothing more than a tangle up. We'll get the yellow card for it.
Must be the vegetarian diet curries on.
Yeah.
You know, the samosas, the
Yeah.
guac.
Yeah, Michaela Whipper, she'll spend the last minute and a half there. She can put a jacket on early. Harbour, they might have one more throw of it here. Priya Dapachetri runs out of space there on the sideline. Devyani Soma, Rishika Chiba, Rishi working. And again, that's the fatigue there we see. Priya's had a couple of those, just ball gets away. Air swing, she's waving out for a sub. I don't think one's going to come. Not with 45 seconds left on the clock. Curry delivers one. And I think both teams will be happy to see these final 30 seconds count down here. It's rolled out. There, both teams will count down now. 15 on the clock. Other end for Bad Plenty. Picked up, as she has all day, Devyani Soma. Bats it down the other end. Here is Trisha. Into the corner. And there it is. There's the hooter. There's the fist in the air. And as you are right, I think they're keener to get wrapped up more than anything. Rishika Chiba, she hugs Misha Tatley. Navina Hera joins the hug as well. Curry there. And it's congratulations, of course, to North Harbour, our KBT 2023 Women's Champions, with the win in that match. Bad Plenty, well, they battled their hearts out, but couldn't get there in the end. This North Harbour side, just too classy for everybody this year.
Absolutely.
And well deserved, I think, in the end. Cedal, you were in the thick of it with your Pookie girls. This North Harbour side, they were here with a very clear goal in mind, and they've delivered.
Yeah, absolutely. Just come in with a hiss and a roar, and just held it out and played classy hockey all the way through. Definitely helps that they've got a very strong back line, a back line that can play up the front. So it's just really good to see, and it's nice to see, you know, the different associations taking out the trophy as well. It's not just one-sided, so it makes it quite a good tournament to be a part of.
Yeah, now I'll let you talk through some of these highlights. I'm going to go down and find our player of the match.
Yeah, just unlucky in that PC, that first one. I think that set the tone a bit. Harbour had the control of it most of the time. A few shots on goal too. Unlucky, they just couldn't put it away. Bay of Plenty just sticking to it. Harbour with their composure on the ball, just driving the ball through, utilising their players. Devyana spinning top Soma, controlling at the back with Rishika. Devyani with the ball quite a bit today. And even Rishika just composure on the ball. Nice PC, won by Devyani. Kashona out there with some pretty good saves. Again, unlucky she couldn't get that first one in. Unlucky, Rishika coming in with that pace on the ball. Shantia Gowden as always up at the front going hunting for that ball. Unlucky that Bay Plenty couldn't give it to her as much. Yeah, definitely Harbour had it today. They did a lot of good work and composure on the ball, just moving the ball amongst their team and then finding those gaps to send it through. It's definitely helped them as well. Bay Plenty also did a good job just holding it out. Unfortunately, they just couldn't link it up and get it to Shansia, who's right at the top. But they had a very good tournament this year.
Pretty much was final in the end there. North Harbour to championship. I'm here with Dev. Was fantastic in the last. Congratulations, player of the match. Congratulations on the final win. How good? Yeah, and I know it's cold, and I'll let you go and celebrate with your girls. But just a couple of shout outs to some of your awesome matches of the weekend.
Davina out of retirement. Awesome.
It's cold. We'll let you go and celebrate. Congratulations on winning that one at home next year.
Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah, it's at home. I better fly up, book my tickets. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Debbie. That is our women's game in the books. Done and dusted here. It's game 2 from Turf 1. Coming up very shortly will be our men's A final. The big match as two teams fight out for the championship here down at NHS KBT 2023. We'll see you live coming shortly.
Two cutters through the middle. Adia for 3.